Hey, welcome back. This is Zach Austin, Director of Product Marketing at Resolve. And for today's use case video for Agent Lab, I'm going to be demonstrating what it looks like to create a password reset agent. Password resets for the service desk are typically accounting for some of the, if not the highest volume of tickets coming in. We like to call it the foundational five because what we see with prospects and customers is that there's 5 ticket categories that constantly come in. So there's password resets, there's account unlocks, software fulfillment, such as delivering new software, having to patch existing software, VPN troubleshooting, any kind of network issues, and then the email and collaboration tool fixes and troubleshooting as well. Those 5 are typically the ones that we see taking up a good chunk of the queue for any potential customers or any existing customers. And in 2026, the goal is to show the ROI as fast as possible. Everybody is trying to get value out of AI as quickly as possible. And so why I want to demonstrate the password reset is because that being one of the highest offenders is one of the quickest wins that you can give you and your team, where you're knocking out the highest volume offender that you have and then being able to get back the money in return, getting back your team's hours saved. Whatever the return your team is looking at and being able to communicate that to the stakeholders, this is a great way to start, is to be able to identify those high offenders and be able to build agents and automations right out the bat so that way you guys are hitting the ground running, getting that value, and you can build on from there. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're in the Agent Lab homepage. As you can see, I have all of my running agents here. I got some infrastructure remediation. I have my Teams and email remediation going on, right? Part of the foundational 5 we were talking about. But for this one, we're going to go ahead and create a password reset. And what you want to do, of course, is go into your workflow designer, and you're going to be able to design your workflow just through natural language using Jarvis, which I already did. I told them exactly what I wanted to do. Build out. It needs to confirm my identity, verify the account, confirm where the lockout is happening, if I'm eligible for MFA, and then execute the reset and send that to me in an email. Log the ticket, and then ultimately close it, and then have that integrated into the ITSM of choice. So I've already saved the password reset. If I want to go ahead and enable that as a skill, we come into the repository, and I'm going to go find my name, and there we are. So I've made the password reset and account unlocks, and then give it a nice little description as well as a skill description. But the main thing, the most important thing here is that we have it enabled as skills. Whether it's me creating this custom in Jarvis or I'm using a pre-built workflow from Resolve, it doesn't matter. We can use any of that, and they will all be able to be enabled as skills. So you don't have to build from scratch, but everything can be custom, you name it, but it doesn't have to be hard anymore, which is great. So we make sure that that is enabled as skill, click save, and we're done, which we already have. And we're going to come back into RITA and start building our agent. So we'll come over to the create agent. Name our agent. This one's going to be our password reset agent for the company. We'll change our icon to reflect that. Do the fingerprint. And then we're going to add our skill. So let's go find the skill that we've enabled, which is right here. Right? Use this skill when a user reports being locked out of their account or asked to reset the password. We're going to add. Let's give some fun instructions. So let's see. So you are a service desk agent that handles strictly password resets. Let's have some fun with this. You are empathetic and personable, as if you are from the South, like Georgia or South Carolina. So they'll have a very personable and friendly demeanor when they're communicating with us. You be able to fool a user into thinking this is a real person. Like I said, we can have fun with this. This is a terrible prompt. Let's just be honest with it. And the goal is to make it the most structured and the most granular as we can get, so that way the agent has everything to fire off. And so we can do that simply by clicking on the improve instructions. It'll take what I've given it and then make it so much better. It's like taking a Toyota and turning it into a Ferrari. So you can see it's already structured it out as a markdown. giving it that warm, empathetic communication style, right? Engaging users naturally, the behaviors, all the things that it's going to need to do. And so I like that. We're ready to move on. So we've given it the instructions. Let's go ahead and do some conversation starters, right? That way we can get our little nudge going just in case I don't know how to communicate with it. And then we're going to go ahead and create our agent. And so it's as simple as that. The agent will go ahead and start tying all of the things that we put together, the skills, if we added any guardrails, the instructions, and start forming the agent. And within the next minute or so, we're going to have an agent to be able to test before deployment. So we'll be right back. All right, and welcome back. So our agent is ready to start testing because we don't want to just deploy this agent out there. We want to make sure that it is optimized to its fullest capability before getting it out to all of our employees to be able to start communicating with it. And the nice thing about Agent Lab is if I wasn't happy with anything of this, or even afterwards of deploying it, I can always go back, add skills, optimize, change the tone, you name it. It's fully customizable, like at any time. So we're ready to test this agent. So I'm going to say I need to reset my Okta password. And so the agent is going to fire off those workflows, be able to, it's going to connect to everything that I've already integrated with, whether it's my ITSM, and now it's going to give me the response. So let's see. And it got the tone right. All right. All right. And give it the information and we'll see what happens. And so we see it's processing. That means that it is checking all the systems, everything that I've given it the direction to do so, to connect to Okta, to connect to my ITSM, make sure that everything is being logged, all of the communications that I am firing off are in there. So let's see. Great. Yep. And so it's already confirmed my name, my title, my department, my username as well. My account, yep, exactly. My account got locked up after 5 failed sign-in attempts. It even added a bless your heart. We love that. So great. It's all set up with MFA through my Authenticator app, so I was able to take care of this. They cleared the lockout, reset the password, so I should be receiving a temporary credential to your enrolled method here in just a moment, which was set up in email. They've logged everything under the ticket for my records, so that way if anything happens, we can go ahead and communicate this back. But I am very happy with this response, and it's as simple as clicking on the publish button. It'll ask if you want to confirm and all the skills attached. Click publish, and we're golden. And we've added a new agent that all of our employees can start communicating with in RITA. Thanks again for joining.